Malinaw naman po sa konstitusyon na kailangan mag-file ng SALN ang isang opisyal. Mandatory po yan. Malinaw din po sa 6713 at sa amendment na ang kailangan po natin i-file, at tinanong ko na po dati to sa ating Good Justice Cuevas at sinabi nga po niya kung ano yung mga dapat ilagay. Dito po sa form, makikita po natin asset, liabilities, and net worth. Doon po sa one assets, A, real properties, nakalagay kind, location, year acquired, mode of acquisition, assessed value, current fair market value, acquisition cost na may land, building, and then another column, improvements. Ang pinagtatalunan po natin ngayon, current fair market value. May I ask the prosecution first, ano po ang pagkaintindi nyo ang current fair market value at anong basis nito dapat?
Para sa amin po, Ginoong Hukom, ang current fair market value is the actual value of the property at the time that it was declared. So, for example, if the SALN is dated December 31, 2010, the current, because it's called current fair market value, should be the actual value as of December 31, 2010. That's how we interpret it, Your Honor.
So, including the price of the improvements or the value of the improvements?
Yes, Your Honor. If that is indicated in the SALN, including the improvements.
Ano pong basis nyo? Bakit po yun ang interpretasyon nyo?
Meron pong definition doon sa SALN form. May I just have a second to look for my file, Your Honor.
Pakidagdag na rin po, sino magsasabi kung ano ang current fair market value?
It is
Alam po ninyo, sa ating saligang batas, ang inuutos lang ay ilista ang assets, liabilities, at net worth. Di ba? Ngayon, these are ordinary accounting terms used for hundreds and hundreds of years in accounting practice. They have a settled technical meaning. Asset, yung pag-aari mo. Sa accounting, you record your asset by its historical cost, not by its revaluation value or fair market value at a given time. So that you will know you carry these values in time for purposes of computing your taxable income when you dispose of them. Kaya, palagay ko, nalilito tayo dahil dito sa mga form na ginawa. All that the Constitution says is, list your assets, liabilities, and net worth. So naturally, for you to be able to know your net worth, you must list your asset according to the amounts that you used to buy them compared to your liabilities, and whatever is the difference between the what is the difference over of the asset
and liability
over the liabilities, that is your net worth. That is the account. This is the accounting system. So,
may I proceed, Your Honor?
yeah, proceed.
Nandito po sa SALN form ang definition ng current fair market value. Babasahin ko po.
To be clear, Counsel, that's the old
This is the old
SALN
SALN form, particularly 1992 SALN form. Current fair market value means its actual value, that is, the fair value of the property as between one who wants to purchase and one who wants to sell it. Yan po ang definition ng old SALN form. And because there is that word current, ang aming pong position is whenever you accomplish your SALN and you date it, for example, dated December 31, 2011, then you have to place there the fair market value as of December 31, 2011.
Sino po magsasabi?
Yun pong nagde-declare kung sino po yung public official na nag-execute ng SALN, siya po dapat ang mag-ascertain.
At ano pong basis niya?
Yun pong maari pong yung acquisition cost, maaring yung mga improvements na inilagay niya, pero hindi po niya pwedeng gamitin yung tax declaration sapagkat yung tax declaration po based sa schedule of value na luma.
Para malinaw, tanong po natin sa defense. Same question po.
The fair market value, if Your Honor, please, na dapat maging panuntunan sa pagdedeklara sa SALN ng isang public official could be on the basis of the valuation made by the assessor, Your Honor. Because as we will notice, even under the Constitution nor any law, there is no definite amount. There are no definite considerations that must be considered for purposes of determining ano ba ang tunay na market value. Dito po, mapapansin natin, ang involved po dito ay mga hindi lamang lupa at bahay, kung hindi condo units. And alam po naman natin, ang condo unit, minsan mataas na mataas. Kung ang acquisition, halimbawa po lamang to, 3 million, pwede pong sa isang pagkakataon ng ginawang declaration, maaaring 1 million lamang ang halaga nun. At maaaring kahit bago doon, mas mababa pa. Ang akin pong what I wanted to drive out, may I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
What I wanted to drive out is, if in the preparation and submission of his statement of assets and liabilities, the public official making the same have relied on the valuation made by an official of the government, he must be in good faith. No presumption of malice could enter. And therefore, if there is no malice, then the statement of assets and liabilities, if there are errors, irregularities, infirmities, may be ordered corrected, Your Honor.
So,
what prevents
Go ahead.
what prevents the correction, Your Honor, on the part of the official making the return is if there is malice and bad faith. In other words, in order to defraud, in order to create another criminal liability, then that is where the law will set in, Your Honor, as
Tama,
not granting him the element of good
Tama
faith.
po kayo dyan. Pero kung ito ay impeachment case, in ordinary cases, tama yan, impeachment case ito. Ibig sabihin, linabag ba ang saligang batas? Merong bang pagkakamali na pinagbabatayan, pwedeng pagbatayan sa impeachment? Ano? So,
Justice-
assets, utos na, hindi utos ng batas ito, utos ng saligang batas.
Correct.
Assets, liabilities, net worth. Okay? Hindi lamang yan ang sinabi ng batas, kailangan ideklara mo at sumpaan mo na ito ang asset mo, ito ang liability mo, at ito ang net worth mo. Ano ba yung net worth? Yung net worth po ng isang korporasyon o isang tao, nababatay po yon doon sa halaga
ng asset
ng kanyang asset
minus liability.
minus liabilities.
Opo.
At yung halaga ng asset is based for tax purposes. And we must know that the purpose of this law is for anti-corruption policy of the government. And you cannot commit a corruption if your property, you acquired it for 1 million and it's now 100 billion. You did not steal the difference between 100 million, 1 million and 100 billion. If indeed committed corruption, it's only limited to the 1 million. Kaya, kailangan ang importante yung acquisition cost dito. Alright? So, proceed.
We agree, Your Honor.
Sir President. Thank you. So, yung word po na current at yung sinabi po ng Senate President ng net worth, would it that affect yung choice ng declarant kung ano ilalagay niyang interpretation niya ng current fair market value?
Kasi po, sa pagkaunawa ko, yung current varies eh. Sapagkat meron pong pagkakataon ng halaga ng acquisition, let's say, is 5 million. After 2 or 3 years, that may only be worth 2 million or even less.
Sir Justice,
Now,
meron pong as of December 31.
Correct.
So
Opo.
yung
Kaya
current value as of that date.
I wanted to point out, Your Honor, a situation similar to this. The acquisition was made 2 years ago. But what is involved in the controversy is the present SALN. Now, do we hold the person making the statement liable for the 3 million or the value as it is now? There is where a great difference will come in, Your Honor, because we have heard a lot of witnesses here in connection with evaluation before, and there were statements to the effect, meron pong pagkakataon, kahit na ang halagay ganito, binibigay ng lugi pa sa halaga. So, kung ako po magpapile, alin po nga ilalagay ko? Necessary. Yung ilalagay ko yung kasulukuyang halaga.
Yung acquisition cost po at yung assessed, wala tayong pagtatalo doon, yung current. But isa pa akong tanong, kung pwede po yung mga lawyers natin, pakitignan niyo po yung SAL-N ng Chief Justice. Putol lang ho ba yung form or yung net worth ho? Meron po, yung iba meron po, no? Yung iba wala. Kasi sa form po namin, meron net worth eh. Ang tanong ko po, hindi po ba hindi magiging accurate yung net worth kung hindi po ang ilalagay natin yung actual price? Actual market value.
Agreed po ako doon, pero itong aking tinatanong sa inyo eh. Kung ako pong magpapile, ang in-acquire kong condominium unit cost me, let's say, 10 million. That was 3 years ago. And I'm filing again another SALM now. And the value thereof could even be only 1 million instead of 5 million.
Yes.
May I be faulted for stating 1 million only? Is there fraud? Is that indicative of fraud?
If you bought it po for 5 years ago at 5 million, at ang halaga nun 5, ang declaration nyo 5.5.
Opo.
If 3 years later, it is 10 million, ang declaration nyo 5.10. If 10 years later, bumagsak ang presyo, it's 1 million, ang declaration nyo is 5 and 1. Para makita po talaga kung magkano
Ang nakalagay po rin sa una, I declared it as 5. Pero bumababa na po ngayon ang halaga.
Yes.
Nagkakasala ho